performed by Pilgrim Speakeasy out of Scotland. And yes, you are listening to your Prosperity Insights with Joe Midas Mind Miller. And it is time for this week's Prosperity Insight. Midas Mind, you have the floor.
Hello, audience. I feel so crazy because Quiet Storm is always so smooth. But I feel out of place. But I recognize with tonight's topic, I've got to think and then just do it. Think, but don't overthink. Consider the implications before you act. But don't agonize and analyze so deeply that you fail to make anything happen. Think, then do what you think about. You cannot solve every problem in advance, so accept that you will have to make some adjustments as you roll along. Figure out what you intend to do, but don't hold yourself back while you figure it all out. Jump in and get started, and use your powerful mind in combination with your effective action. Stop fretting and worry about what might or might not happen. Get busy and find out what's going to happen. Commit to a course of well-considered action and then do everything in your power to honor your commitment. That is the path to achievement for you. Imagine and then create real, live substance out of what you imagine. Think, act, live, and enjoy the richness of a positive, purposeful existence. I tell you what I've learned about myself from the thing, think, and then do, is that as sleepy as I am, I'm a morning person. I have to wake up knowing what I've thought about the night before, and I have to act. I have to hit it hard and fast and furious, because anybody who's a little bit scared kind of acts a little ADHD. That means attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And I don't want myself, and you don't want yourself, to get hyperactive on some non-productive shit. Come on! Fire off. Do what you thought about. Do exactly what you thought about. And do it now. Let's see what the listeners are talking about in the Conscious Cashback Reward segment. Quiet Storm.
Well, all right, let's check it out. And we love all your comments. They are our Conscious Cashback Reward. And tonight's Conscious Cashback Reward is from Felix Marquis of Denver, Colorado, who writes, Dear Quiet Storm, I love the insights from George about business. He and Midas Mind tell it like it is. I totally enjoy your coaching. It is brutal at times, but real. Quiet Storm, I am engaged to a wonderful guy, but I am concerned about our finances. Actually, I'm concerned about his finances. He spends money like it's water and has no savings. Whenever I bring up the subject of money, he goes quiet or gives vague responses to my questions. What should I do to make sure we start our marriage on a sound financial footing? I am sure you and Midas Mind know what to do. Well, Phyllis, thank you so much for sharing this intimate piece in our Conscious Cashback Reward. We so appreciate it. And Phyllis, my coaching for you is simple. You can start a relationship in the dark, but don't be surprised when you are surprised by what's been hidden. The number one reason couples have problems is money. Set a date with your fiancé to discuss all of your finances, his and yours. Ask him to bring every bill, bank statement, and pay stub, and make sure you do the same. Sit down together and look at your financial situation as a couple. His bills are your bills. Your bills are his bills. If your fiancé continues to avoid the discussion about money and finances, then you know you have a choice to make. And as Midas Mind would say, stay on the path. Midas Mind, what did you find empowering about Phyllis's conscious cashback reward this week?
Quiet Storm, I think Phyllis is just a brilliant woman. This is a lady who knows she loves a man or she really wants to love him. And the only reason she's asking this question is because she didn't know if she should dive all the way in right now. Phyllis, I'd like to say to you that love really doesn't give you a lot of options. If you're really in love, you're going to dive into a broke chunk if we don't calculate it right. But on the other hand, love is love, Phyllis. And you know what? Phyllis, love is worth more than money. The question is, can you stay in love if this wonderful guy breaks you? If the lights are going out? If the cable ain't on? If you're busting your hump to make it work? And every time you bring in some money, he's spending it on some bullshit, Phyllis. On the other hand, only you know what you know. Only you know what you need. This may be somebody you need to train. I don't want to tell you who you are, Phyllis. Love is love, and it's more powerful than money or any direction we can really give you. What I'd like to say to you, though, is if you are truly in love, then you're going to go whether or not this is an absolute card-carrying loser. You better get him listening to this show so we can help you with it. Quiet Storm, please take us to break.
All right. Well, please join us over in the bank room for a performance from Pilgrim Speakeasy. Stay tuned.
Lord, I confess I've made mistakes. I have accumulated too much credit card debt, and now I cannot imagine overcoming it without your help. I beg of you to intercede on my behalf. Provide me with the financial means to be able to breathe again. Please forgive my sins, Lord. Walk with me. Help me to make the right decisions throughout my life. I'm Karen, the debt destroyer. I work with people like you, good people, who need a way to eliminate their credit card debt and get back on the path to prosperity. My team of experts will work hard to help you eliminate your credit card debt and get you and your credit back on track. No bankruptcy, no loan, your credit card debt eliminated. Have your credit card debt destroyed? Contact me at yourdebtdestroyed.com or call 1-888-431-2829.
Welcome back. You are listening to Your Prosperity Insights, where we focus on the practical, the pragmatic, spiritual and conscious aspects of growing prosperity. And we do it all with power and love. Quiet storm. What's happening in that bank room?
All right. Well, we are over here in the bank room this week, where we feature a track from a new artist and vote if they're going to get a couple of snaps from us or kick straight out of the vault. Now, tonight we have Pilgrim Speakeasy. That's right, out of Scotland, with their album Lo-Fi Love at the Café. The name of his first track is called La Funk. Let's check this out.
You better stay Well, let's see, we're having a little technical difficulty with Quiet Storm, and while they're working on that, Midas Mind, that was La Funk. Are you giving that track a couple of snaps, or are you calling security?
Ronnie B, let me tell you, I wish Quiet Storm was here, because
we got our sound back, but go for it.
Quiet Storm, are you back there?
I sure am. Go right ahead.
I hope you heard La Funk. Now, I'm a very liberal man. I like to hear people get down. I don't care who people are. But I have a problem here. You see, just last week, Sam Smith won multiple Grammys on Stay With Me. I'm all for it. Because Stay With Me was soulful. Stay With Me was R&B. He did a duet with Mary J. Blige, and you could tell, he could feel it. He had written songs for Mary J. Blige, and he had direct contact with that ever so hard to find resonance that is very common with a certain type of people. Now, I'm not racist, so I'm letting you know I love Sam Smith, Stay With Me, but La Funk is not chic. Doing Le Freak from the late 70s and 80s. Pilgrim Speakeasy is actually a Pilgrim Speakeasy. It's a Pat Boone rendition of what should have been something that was so, I'm not saying stop trying to Pilgrim Speakeasy. I'm just saying get some direct contact, because the cream in that coffee really made it weak. If I had two more hands, I'd give it 4 thumbs down.
I had to laugh. That was quite a phrase there. Ronnie B. Ronnie B. We got Ronnie B on the line. Ronnie B, what do you say about La Funk?
Well, given that I actually have several friends who are Scottish. I actually had some compadres from the work world who were from Scotland, and actually got familiar with a lot of the artists they have from there. And, I'm going to give it a couple of snaps, because from a Scottish, okay, over there, the Scottish folk, they jam.
Oh.
You know, they're in their lane, but I can get that they got to do a little more work if they're going to tap into the, I'll put it like this, the soul market. They got to do a little more work. And now we know it's some overseas folks who they took Howlin' Wolf. They took a whole bunch of folks and made it work. So we know they could do it.
Oh, they, you know what? They recognize the real. But I'm just crying. If you recognize the real, duplicate it.
You can only do the best you can.
Well, that's what the Rolling Stones said when they were inspired, quote unquote, by the great, blues artists from this side of the pond. They did mention that. Ronnie, you're going to give them a couple of snaps, you say?
I will give them a couple of snaps. They mixed it together well, and it had a nice groove to it. And like I said, my one caveat, but now they trying to play for the brothers, they got a lot of work to do. But that Pat Boone crowd, they got them.
I'm not sure they got the Pat Boone crowd, but they definitely got a lot of work to do to catch up with the average white band. And they were out of Scotland. Now, I can understand these guys have a unique sound. I can appreciate that. I got to tell you, that razzy type of resonance there was really irritating. And so it does not need to be in every track. But, I don't know. I think these guys spent a little bit too much time on the Scottish hinterlands and the Scottish moors. And I ain't talking about, and I am talking about the land. But, no, they need to tap into that other Moorish thing that they got up there and get back on track, because you're not approaching.
It's in them. They can do it.
It's in them. It's in them.
They have to come on and do it. You have to lay it out.
You got to tap into it. So I'm going to give them definitely 2 thumbs down. No. But audience, if you liked what you heard from Pilgrim Speakeasy, you can hit them up at pilgrimspeakeasy.com. And yes, it is time for this week's exercise for building a prosperity consciousness. Midas Mind.
This week's exercise for building and maintaining your financial well-being is think, then do. Create a list of 10 actions or desires you've been thinking about, but not taking any action on. Next to each item, write the date you will take an action on these and actually start doing it. Force yourself to act on your date. Say this affirmation daily. Divine wisdom guides me into my true place with the true people and with the true prosperity quickly, easily, and with peace. I think I take a powerful action, and I think that I take powerful actions. Once you have completed the list, ask an honored friend or relative to review the list and add anything you overlooked. Repeat this process daily for 7 days. Share this exercise with others and ask them to take on the assignment. Remember, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Prosperity Insight and use the exercise to stay on the path as you build and maintain your financial well-being. Thanks for listening.
Well, I am Quiet Storm, and you've been listening to Prosperity Insights with Joe Midas Mind Miller. Visit us on the web at yourprosperityinsights.com.